Hello, and welcome to Barely Necessities, Laughing Places Disney merchandise show. I'm Rebecca Burbank, and joining me today is Kyle. Hi, Kyle. How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, it's Gio. How you doing, Gio? Good to see you. We are here to talk Disney merchandise, of course. So we're gonna start over well, over at Walt Disney World for a new Figment plush, a new Squishmallows bag clip that has arrived at Epcot. And this thing is super cute. I especially love that he's wearing his Figment shirt.
Yeah. Tony was concerned because on this view you couldn't see his wings, but he does have little wings on the back. It's gonna be okay.
And he's got an adorable tail too.
Yeah.
I always love that. So yeah, this is a new arrival. I like that he's small. I think the Squishmallows are really cute, and they are a lot of fun to like squeeze and hug. But I I like that there's a small version because I don't know that I would want a whole bunch of large ones. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, and it's also cheaper that way. It's still not a cheap little plush. I think it was like 17 or $18, something like that.
Yeah, it's going to set you back a little bit, but uh,
16.99. So say split the difference between the two numbers I said.
there you go. But yeah, I thought that was really cute. You can find that at Creation Shop, and that's available right now. So some fun there for fans at Epcot. And then while we're thinking toys, Alex has covered Toy Fair for us, and this year there's a lot to look at. So we're not going to go through everything. I think we've got 26 photos in there, but he's got a mixture here of Disney centric toys, some for preschoolers and some for older kids, some that are more collectible in nature. But I love how bright and colorful everything is, and it's so interesting to see all of these different toy makers um, bringing Disney characters to their popular lines of toys, and just different ways that young kids and fans can celebrate all of the Disney, especially Disney Junior stuff. Was there anything in these photos, Kyle, that you thought was like really cool?
Uh, I haven't seen them all yet, but I will say not only are there 26 photos in this article, but Alex still has a whole backlog of Toy Fair stuff that he's working on. I know some of it's already come out, and there's more to come. These are kind of cute. I know these are all like in the same vein, the Munchlings of we've seen before. Those are always kind of cute. They just release them so sporadically now. These
Yeah,
collections, it's hard to tell
it used
what's.
to be a little bit more consistent with like each month you had a
Mhm.
new Munchlings collection. But uh, yeah,
These
you're
are
right.
funny. Rubber
These,
ducky, or not even rubber duckies, but duckies dressed as different Disney things.
yeah, Duckaloos. I think that Disney
Duckaloos.
Duckaloos.
Yeah,
I
one of
like
those things that
the
they'll.
anxiety one.
Yeah, but no, there's like there's gonna be a finite number. They're gonna flood it for a bit, and then they're just gonna pull off. I guess that's kind of the name of the game, though.
Yeah, and everything that we're looking at in this article is is more budget friendly. We're looking at stuff from like $5.99 up to like $30, $40. So really accessible for a lot of different Disney fans with different budgets. And then oh yes, so Festival of the Arts. So we don't have. So there was a sneak peek of merchandise, which will be in our shopping list. But I just wanted to look at some of the artwork. So this article that we have pulled up right now, and that's live on Laughing Place, is the artist lineup. So you, if there's a specific artist that you were hoping to see at Festival of the Arts in 2026, you can find out who's coming and what weeks they'll be here. But I just thought that some of this artwork was really fantastic, and I wanted to just kind of peruse a few of these styles. I've not ever been to Festival of the Arts, but I know they celebrate performing arts, culinary arts, and like the visual and artistic mediums. So this is that collectible artwork that you can bring home, the more that visual art. But uh, I'm really impressed with all of the different Disney styles that are out there.
I'm sure you know who does this one.
Is that a
I'm pretty sure.
Mary? I don't know. I'm
Oh,
not
I thought I think it's Jared. I could be wrong. Yeah, Jared
Jared. Yeah.
Mario. I'm assuming that that's his. So
Um,
yeah, the way that we made these collages is that around the festival there's different locations, so that's how they broke this up. And near the Morocco Pavilion, you'll find these artists, and these are the dates that they'll be there. And these are just the featured artists isn't really the right term. They're all part of like the Disney stable of like one particular division, and then there's other artists in addition to that. But I really like this one, this electrical parade looking one. That's nice.
yeah.
I don't exactly know who did that. You can actually find more of these though on the Walt Disney World site. Not only does it have the different artists and their schedules, but it also shows a piece for each of them for the main ones, that is. So, oh, this is also really cool. Peter Pan,
I like the Peter Pan, and
Groot and the
I
Whale.
like Belle. I'm really surprised at how much I'm enjoying this painting of Belle.
I like this crossover here where you have Groot and the lamb. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yes. Yeah, and you can see the boat going by. So
And my understanding is, a lot of the times these artists, they'll have, originals, like different versions of the painting of their work for different prices. So maybe not an original, but they have like ones that are actually on canvas, or you can get like a print for a lot cheaper,
right.
and they'll sign it for you and things like that. So yeah, I've never been to this either, obviously, but a lot of
Well,
this art
that's
is
not obvious. We travel
well,
separately.
yeah, sometimes.
But yeah, that is something that is on our list to get to eventually.
And as we
So,
get closer, some of them already have, but a lot of the artists will also, if you follow them on Instagram, they've been known to
yes.
share a lot of previews of what they'll be bringing to the festival with them. Here's a Disney squishy. Austin and Geo says, always love the arts at arts. I usually buy a small postcard, and see, I forgot about postcards. That's a good one. And a little larger version when I can find them. Yeah, I think that's a good way to go.
Yeah, that I like that idea too. So thanks, Geo. Thanks for that tip. We're going to move over to Disney Store and take a look at the 25th anniversary Yzma doll that just dropped last week. She dropped last week, but this is a limited edition doll. So this is going to be one of your higher end collectibles around that $150 range. She's like 16 or 17 inches, so she's going to be a sizable doll. Features some articulation. I love how they've realized this costume for her. She's not my favorite of the villains, but wow, that's a lot of purple, and I love it.
Yeah. No, like the even like the sculpt of her face and everything, and these like would these still be bangles if they're on your
I would.
forearms like that? On your
That's a great question.
whatever that would be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll call them bangles.
Okay. Yeah, I think those look cool. And yeah, this big like peacock dress.
Oh, arm cuffs. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the description there. I said we could go ahead with bangles, but that is going to be an arm cuff probably.
Maybe, or maybe they're not cool enough to call them bangles.
But yeah, lots of interesting detail on this. There's some embroidery and some cool accessories. Yeah, I know. I know. I can't believe it's 25 years old as well.
Kingdom would
I'm
want me to point out. Kingdom would want me. Tony would want me to point out it was called Kingdom at the time, and that it
That's
was
right. I should link
much
to that.
different time.
That's true. Yeah, we do have that. Tony, if you're watching, drop that link into the chat so people could go read your article.
And
Um,
if you want to see the sweatbox, maybe hit Tony up. I can't confirm that he can get you a copy, but he would also want me to mention that, I'm sure.
that's right. That's right. We got to see that, didn't we?
I think I've seen it. I think we might have watched it together. I don't really recall.
I would hope
But
so.
it's a documentary that was made by Sting's wife. That was like part of the
Yes.
deal of him doing the music, was that she got to make a documentary, and of course they ended up documenting something very different than they intended, because you got to watch the whole Kingdom of the Sun thing fall apart, and then only the reason that the movie exists is because they're like, what if we made it a like slapstick comedy instead, and completely changed Anyway, very interesting story. So yeah, check out Laughing Place. Tony has a whole story about it, and I'm sure you can find a bunch of other behind the scenes stuff.
All right. We are going to move over to Roosevelt's. They dropped a new collection today. This is their first ever Avatar collection, and this is kind of like just Avatar in general. I don't think there's anything in here that is specific to Fire and Ash, which is the new film coming out this week, I think, right? Then the 19th.
Mm-hmm.
But it's mostly Kunu Flex, and then that awesome performance hoodie. I really love the color. This, of course, looks like the body torso of the Navi. And then there's also, I think I'm saying that right. And then there's also some like little white dots on there as well. So that's pretty cool. There are 5 Kunu Flex button-down shirts and just all sorts of little details from and around Pandora, which of course is the moon where the story takes place. That one features the floating mountains, which if you have been to Disney's Animal Kingdom, you probably have seen these over in Pandora. And then that one is the RDA camouflage or camo. So this is
Mm-hmm.
the corporation that is featured in the first. Well, I guess in probably all of the films, right? Featured in the first film for sure. And then yeah, just another look at the hoodie.
I
So
don't really care for Avatar, but I would totally rock this hoodie.
right, right. I would, yeah. I really again like the the color is awesome, and I mean it's pretty accurate to what you see on the film.
I'm sure each Navi is a little bit different print, but yeah, I think it totally evokes. I think people, on the whole, would be able to figure out what it's about.
And I like this that it's not like costume, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hoodie is going to set you back $82. There's no kangaroo pocket, but these are super stretchy and they're very comfortable. I love them. I think we have like 5 of their hoodies and they're in the rotation for us all the time. So,
Yeah, they're a good like light layer. They're not super warm, but they're nice for that like. Well, I guess it depends on where you're from. If you're in Florida, maybe if it dips below 75, you want one. But here I'm like upper 60s. I want a nice
yeah.
uh, Roosevelt hoodie.
Yep. And then the Kunu button down shirts are going to be 72, I think. Let me double
Yeah, I
check.
think
I
that's
wrote
right.
all of that down in there. 70, sorry. $70 for those.
I think they're 72 when they're on Disney Store. I think they're a little bit more.
They're a little bit more on Disney Store. So yeah, these are only available through Roosevelt's right now. They might pop up at Disney Store. We don't know. And then also, Disney Store has a few items from Avatar, Fire and Ash, the new film. But then Disney Parks blog shared a look at some exclusive merchandise that's available at Animal Kingdom, including a baseball cap with the logo and the new like that fire element of it.
Yeah,
we
that's not papyrus anymore.
Right, right. Oh my goodness. Oh, papyrus. That's the font. That's the font. If you weren't sure, um, but we've got a hoodie as well, and then yeah, with some cool patches on there, and then of course the
They're
main
patches.
Avatar
They almost
logo.
look like pins, but I guess
Are
they are
they? Maybe
patches.
they're. Yeah, I think it's embroidery. I don't. Oh no, maybe it is pins. I don't recall. Something cool for fans of Avatar. And then there's this yeah, I don't know how to say the name of this
Banshee.
creature. Well, it's a uh wow.
I think you could just call it a
Len
banshee.
I don't know. Well, maybe, yeah. But there's some correct term for this creature.
If they
It
call it banshee on the ride, I think we're good. Unless this is somehow different than a banshee. It looks like a banshee to me.
well, this is a great, it looks like
Okay, that's different than what Gio's
Leonopteryx.
saying that the Ikran or whatever. That's the proper name for banshee. So is this is a different?
I mean,
Anyone?
that's what
I mean,
our
it looks like it's made
article
of
is
fire.
saying.
Fire is the only pure thing in
Yeah,
this world, or whatever she says
that's
in the
right. That's
trailer.
right. In the trailer, yeah. But yeah, the plush did sell out at Disney Store. So this is not it's bigger than a shoulder plush. It was available at Disney Store. It might return. Right now, it looks like you can only get it at Animal Kingdom. But yeah, keep an eye out. You never know where it's going to pop up. And then this, I just kind of perused this and I didn't do a lot of investigating. I don't know, Kyle, if maybe you know a
Yeah,
little bit more,
I
but
know a little bit about this. So Disney flagship, I don't know which one is the flagship. I don't know if it's the one in Shibuya that we've been to for Disney Store. But they do pop up sometimes. I've seen ones at Narita. Right now, they're doing one at Haneda Airport, which is Tokyo's second airport. Used to be more for like other parts of Asia would fly into there or domestic, but in the past 10, 20, 10 years at least, it's been kind of taking over and competing with Narita. So now that you can get plenty of flights to Haneda, and yet I haven't been there yet. But so they have some regular Disney Store items, but then also some specific Haneda stuff, which is really cute. This like flight attendant Mickey or Minnie, and then pilot Mickey with the Haneda name on there. It's very cool.
yeah, I do think these are adorable. And then of course there's photos from inside the pop-up or from the pop-up that yeah is inside the airport. I was surprised at the amount of merchandise, but I guess it makes sense. You're taking up a retail space in the airport. You want to fill that up. And these are all sorts of like cute little souvenirs that are great to grab as you're traveling or take gifts home. Uh,
So this feels more like the generic stuff that you can find elsewhere, but then they do have that more exclusive things.
Yeah, and then as we saw, the Haneda is on some of those bags. So there's some branding or the name of the airport. Um, yeah, these plush are
Fun.
super, super cute.
Yeah, I really like these. I wish we were. I was trying to zoom in on the price there. I just had to do this.
Yeah, I was gonna.
I still can't read that. I don't
Oh, it
see
just says
actual number.
it says
It just says
exclusive. Yeah, it's
exclusive.
just,
It
and then
doesn't
it
say the
looks like
price.
it might be in Korean underneath. So
Oh yeah, because it's travelers through Japan. So yeah, this goes through. It's available now. It's going to be closing up on January 5th. So you have a little bit more time if you're headed to Japan and specifically through Haneda Airport in the
or if you
next
know
couple weeks.
someone who's going and you can tell them, please bring me some Disney magic from
Or if
from
you don't
Haneda.
mind spending a lot on eBay, presumably.
Well, yeah, that's always an
Becca,
option.
actually, I have a business proposal for you.
Okay.
I think we should fly to Haneda
Okay.
and import some of this to sell on eBay.
Okay. I think let's see, what do we have on the schedule? I don't have too much other than my regular work, so I probably could take a day off and we
Yeah, with the
spot
time
it.
change, it's like you barely left,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you get to travel back in time on your way back to the yeah, there we
There we
go.
go.
All right. Stay tuned, folks. No. Oh, we're going to jump over to Marvel and look at some of the new Marvel Legends figures that are actually, I think they might have opened several of these open for pre-order today.
Some of them
Um,
did, yeah, or very
and
soon.
yes,
So this includes a lot of new Deadpool and Wolverine figures, which is kind of funny because that movie came out like a while ago now.
yep,
But they build out the team that you saw in that movie. I guess probably they couldn't put them into production for spoiler reasons. That's my guess. So now we're getting like Blade and X-23
hmm
and Cowboy Pool.
that's right. And yeah, the villain whose name I can't remember right now, Cassandra Nova. There we go, is what I'm seeing. She was an interest. Well, I don't even know. I mean, Cassandra is a female name, but I don't know if the character is actually a she or just an entity or uh, doesn't claim any any gender. But quite an interesting character.
And then this figure, this and what the other ones were coming, I think, like Becca was saying, I think they're on pre-order like now or very soon. This one's coming a bit later. And this one's interesting because it's got, you can see that here there's a bunch of different hands and stuff.
Yes.
So this is inspired by the opening scene of this. I guess spoilers, it's in the first 5 minutes though, where he digs up Logan's corpse. So you have all these adamantium like skull and spine, and he's got the claws there. And this also comes with a dog pool, or will come with a dog pool figure. So that one was pretty cool when they were showing it off on the stream.
Yeah. And that will be January 29 is when pre-orders open for that.
Okay, yeah, I knew it was a bit later. And then there's this new. I watched the stream. That's why I'm kind of taking this over. I watched part
No,
of the stream
please
at least.
do.
This is
That's awesome.
a new Ghost Rider. They've done Ghost Rider before.
Yes.
And then this is Grizzly, which is a character from the Spider-Man verse, as you can see here. But it does come with a regular bear hat, not head, I guess I should say, that you can swap out. So I guess technically that's a different character called Ursa Major, is what they were saying. So even though this is just billed as Marvel's Grizzly, it's kind of Grizzly slash Ursa Major.
Okay.
And yeah.
Do I look like that? Sometimes you call
Sometimes.
me Bear, so I wonder if I
Yeah.
like.
You can also swap out the hands for different, even longer claws
Ooh.
on that one. And then this I thought was really interesting. This is presumably for Valentine's Day. They have an I Love You 3000 Iron Man. And so this box is one of those where there's like a flap on the top that you'll be able to open. And there'll be a spot where you can write a message on it. But then the figure itself is Iron Man with a heart and this very Valentine's-y colorway. And it comes with a rose that he can hand you. So it's a cute concept, I think.
Yeah, and that one's going to open for pre-order December 18. That's $34.99, which is not terrible.
And then this is part of the Astonishing X-Men. They were saying that people give them guff because they don't complete these teams. So these are two more in the Astonishing X-Men. We have Kitty Pryde and Colossus. And Kitty Pryde comes with the dragon that I forgot the name of that reminds me a bit of Figment just because it's purple and it's a dragon. But again, you get alternate heads here. So you have one with Kitty Pryde with her hair down, which is how she's sometimes drawn in these comics. And yeah, different Colossus head and hands and stuff like that.
Looking over the article, it's Lockheed is the name of her dragon.
There you go. So there's the two of them. And then Incredible Hulk, this is the Abomination, and it comes with all sorts of gross heads, like this one that looks almost like I don't know. It's a little disturbing.
Like a body horror.
Yeah.
Like an experiment gone wrong.
Yeah. And so, yeah, there's a few others that they announced, but those were the main ones from Marvel. Like I said, they do these fan streams. They've done Star Wars ones. They've done Marvel ones. There's probably other ones that we don't cover because maybe they're not Disney. But and also be sure to check out the article if you are interested in these. Some of them are only through like Hasbro Pulse. Some of them are on Amazon. Some of them are, I think, what was the name of the like fan
channels or fan retailers
exclusives? Yeah.
And then that sometimes our friends at Entertainment Earth, or sometimes it's been GameStop. Even I think FYE has had figures at some point. So
yeah. Speaking of Star Wars.
Yeah, speaking of Star Wars, we're going to wrap up with our last two here. We're going to look at some Gift of the Galaxy items for the holiday season, just kind of a roundup of some of the Star Wars goodies you can find for yourself, for your friends, for the young Star Wars fan in your life, or the longtime collector. This blanket, I'm getting.
Your mic's getting scratchy.
Sorry, thank you. And the dog might be on her way up to you. So
she is up here now.
Oh, well, hello then, doggy. Yeah, this blanket, I like that. We're kind of looking at the original trilogy represented here. And then, yeah, super soft, super fuzzy. There's also a pillow. I think that's cute. And I like that it's got that Christmas vibe to it as well.
You know that really old movie, Empire Strikes Back?
How old is this kid? Did you didn't carbon date him, right? Uh, so there's some fun, decorative fun to bring home. We got a popcorn, theater popcorn kit.
Yeah,
Just,
that's funny.
it's kind of interesting there. Couple different bucket sizes. Yeah,
There are
I
so
think.
many photos in this.
Yeah, we don't have to go through everything, but I did want to say with that Vader family Sithmas, I always think it's funny when we have a young Luke and Leia. I think it's back one more maybe. Looks like eighth one. I'm sorry, it's the eighth photo. Uh, I just think it's funny when we picture a young Luke and Leia with Darth Vader as the dad.
Yeah.
Like, can't imagine him raising kids. Just so silly. There's of course some apparel. A lot of these are fun and kind of bringing Star Wars into our Christmas traditions and the way we celebrate. Yeah,
Yeah.
some stockings. I always love when Grogu appears. Uh, these little beanie bouncers from Thai are available as well.
That's right, Morgan. Tie.
I know better. I know better than to say the other way.
Oh, I know. I was just addressing Morgan.
And we love Rock'em Socks with their unique black sole and then the design everywhere else. And I think they also have a support band across that arch part of your foot. So they're very, very comfortable socks.
Anything else in particular you wanted me to skip to?
No, I think I'm glad you're showing the Loungefly. There's some Star Wars gibbets for your Crocs, and yeah, there's a lot more to check out and links to a lot of the individual items that you can find. And as we always like to tell you, we have an affiliate link with many different retail partners. So some of the items that you might be viewing on Laughing Place might have an affiliate. We will disclose that, and then we get a small commission if you purchase through us, and then it doesn't affect your total or anything like that. It's just a way to support us. So we do appreciate that. And yeah, thank you, Kyle, for going through all of those. And I want to jump back to the Endor collection. We talked about this last week, and Mike was out at Joshua Tree getting to do a photo shoot, and he got to sample 3 or 4 of the items from this collection. So I just wanted to look at some of these photos and just how cool the detail is on each of these. I mean, like, that looks exactly like the ponchos that they're wearing in Return of the Jedi. I'm just amazed by this. Mike points out that that vest that we were looking at, there's an Omni Heat Infinity, and it's a warm layer that's on the inside, thermoreflective pattern that'll keep you super warm in the cold without adding a lot of bulk to your look. So Columbia is really, really specialized their outerwear so that it lives up to the elements and it isn't obnoxious. And also it's kind of fun. That there is their quarter zip, I believe, or is it the half zip?
That looks like a
half
to me,
zip.
but...
Yes. And that one is their, they call it the Endor issue half zip. That one's $90. And then it's belonging to the Rebel Alliance. And then inside this box of items that they got were some cute stickers with
really
the
same? Oh no, I missed a couple of photos.
There we go. Yeah. Look how awesome he looks. I mean, this is like, then this is all up on Laughing Place, but then also on Mike's Instagram. But these photos are fantastic. So you could look this fantastic too if you decide that you want to shop the Endor collection, which is brand new from Columbia. So lots of fun there. And that is all I have in our regular lineup. Kyle, was there anything that you wanted to talk about?
No, I think we covered it. You even got in the brand new Roosevelts in there, which I think was interesting. Yeah, merch has been for the Christmas holiday, you know, everyone rushes stuff out early, so we're not getting like a whole lot of new releases now because everyone wanted to make sure you had enough time
Right.
to do that.
Oh, and I will say, if you're shopping at Disney Store, you have until the 18th. So you have a couple more days to purchase online and get your items with standard shipping for by December 24th. So you have not missed that window yet, but it is getting starting to close. And then we'll take a quick look at our shopping list here. And
sorry, it's not coming up for me.
That's okay. I can try to share it, maybe.
There we go. I got it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Did she come back down, by the way?
She did come back down. She was running around, and I think she has let herself back up the stairs. So Rigby would love to be on the show if she didn't have to sit in one place. So she's anxious for her dinner. It's almost her dinner time. So we'll wrap this up really quick here. Tuesday. So we've got another pin drop over at Disney Store. We've also got new at Disney Store, which is our assortment of all of the new items that are rolling in. So we have a catch-all article every day. We update that with the latest arrivals, so you don't want to miss. Disney Store also has new sleepwear, pajamas, robes, some accessories for the whole family. We talked a little bit about Festival of the Arts. Well, there's a sneak peek at some of the merchandise collections that will be coming to the festival this year. So you can go and check that out. And then World of Disney at Disney Springs, the flagships, or the not flagship, but the big store there. They have some holiday deals as we get ready for Christmas. So if you're heading to Disney Springs and you live out that way, don't miss out on some of these great deals. And then Run Disney introduced or showcased their Walt Disney World Marathon Weekend merchandise. So there's some new items that will be coming soon. And then Phantasma Toys at Toy Fair. Alex takes a look at some of the items that they have, some Stitch, some Sorcerer Mickey, some really fun stuff. We've talked about Homage on this show before. They are an Ohio-based apparel company. They do really nice T-shirts, and they have an ESPN collection with Scott Van Pelt and some of his sayings and catchphrases. And then we had our own Eric looked at the Wolverine Hot Toys figure from Deadpool and Wolverine, and this is one of these like high-end collectible figures. So he kind of talks over or reviews that and talks about what he likes and what he thinks about the figure. And then if you are a fan of physical media, Springsteen Deliver Me From Nowhere has just been, the home release dates and digital dates have been announced. So you can add that to your collection. All right. Well, that is all that I have. And Kyle, thank you so much for helping me to talk about this and keeping the show running.
Yeah, no problem.
And I think we'll be back next week. So, yeah, you know what to do.
And I might have a morning show tomorrow. We'll see.
All right. Well, hit the bell to be
Probably
notified.
No trivia tonight. Nobody's asking, but I don't think that there's trivia.
No trivia tonight.
I would say 99.9% chance not.
Okay, unless you want to do it.
I don't think he would like that, actually. I thought about doing that as a bit and thought better of it.
Okay, so no trivia tonight. Yeah. But maybe a morning show, and there'll be all sorts of other Laughing Place items, items, shows, streams popping up on YouTube. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for joining us.